Pittsburgh rolling on the eastern seaboard. I got my diesel wound up and she's running like never before.
Not too long ago, 12 men graduated from the truck driving school at Mountain View Junior College. One of them was just out of the Marine Corps. One of them had had his own small business. More than half of them were engineers and technicians from the Dallas-Fort Worth area who had been laid off. And one of them was on probation, trying to find a new life for himself. Some of them were very young, and one or two were fast approaching 50. Some were college graduates, and others lacked high school diplomas. In other words, there were few common denominators other than the fact that all 12 had been willing to spend $200 of their dollars and 4 weeks of their time learning to drive a truck. Take David Westbrook, for example. Westbrook is one of those recent truck school graduates. He is neither typical nor atypical. He is 27, a college graduate, and one of those laid-off LTV engineers. He has been around trucks all his life. His dad was a truck driver, but he had never driven one of the big 15 forward gear types before.
All right, gentlemen, first thing we do when we walk up to a vehicle, take a glance at it, look underneath, see if we see any oil spots. If you see oil spots, you check and see what's wrong with it. Then we start working on this side right here, the left side. You check your wheel nuts back in this as you work back. Because you notice the grease thrown out around there, right? And you notice something like that, right away, you write it up. Tell them that it's not safe to run highway because you can get 5, 10, 15, 20 miles down the road and a bearing will go out. If the bearing goes out, you're done for the day. Your hand right there is your fan for your windshield and your windshield wipers. Motor is right there. Right there's your wipers. Your left one. Right there's your right one. The gauge is right there. Right here's your heater control. Valves for your inside your heater, your fan switch, your defroster, hot or cold, cap here, and right there is for your bunk, your sleeping compartment. That's high, low, that's your right heat, and unit heat back there. That takes care of that right here.
So far, the only real problems I've really had is to keep from grinding the gears. I've done, I guess, pretty well in every phase except that right there, and it's something that you just have to work out. I think by now we should have smoothed it out a lot more than what we have, but nevertheless, we got a long ways to go as far as keeping smoothing the gears. This is what is the hold up, I think, on the whole class.
Stay in 8th gear. What gear are you in?
I'm in 7th gear right now.
Grab 6 right now. Tell me what you done.
I didn't get my RPMs right.
All right, also, you went on the clutch too hard.
Well, I tried it too quick. I tried everything too quick.
Right. There isn't too much traffic this morning, is there?
No, it's not really a whole lot. I'm surprised. I thought this first time I've been in traffic like this, I figured that it would be a lot worse than what it is. It really surprised me.
Okay, Westbrook, this is your vehicle condition and pre-trip inspection test. You sound out everything that you're doing so that I will hear it.
Now, the first thing I'm going to do is check my oil. Oil is about a quart low. Then I'm going to check my water. Water is okay. I'm going to check my fan belt for slippage and excessive wear.
Okay, fellas, this morning we're going to leave here. We're going to Waco, and from Waco to Marble Falls, from Marble Falls to Austin. This is the trip that you've all been waiting for. This is a trip that decides, are you a truck driver? Are you going to be a truck driver? And we want you to be extremely careful about your gear changing and so forth this morning, because this trip will take about 12 hours, and the situations are not simulated anymore. And this will decide whether you pass the course or not. Okay, fellas, with no further questions, let's roll them.
I'm a little overweight and my logbook is way behind. But nothing bothers me tonight. I can dodge all the scales all right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, my rig's a little old, but that don't mean she's slow. There's flame from a stack and the smoke's blowing black as coal. My hometown's coming in sight. If you think I'm happy, you're right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Sometimes this is called commencement, sometimes it's called graduation. But this very definitely is not a graduation. It's a commencement. You fellows have studied hard, you've worked long hours, but your final tests were nothing more than an indication of how well you had learned what you've been studying in the last 4 weeks. What you do from now on is part of your final test. And we hope that 30 years from now, you'll hang up your driving gloves, and if you haven't had any accidents, damaged any equipment, only then will you have successfully passed your final examination.
I can have a lot of women, but I'm not like some other guys. I could find one to hold me tight, but I couldn't make believe it's all right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. I got 10 4 gears and a Georgia overdrive. I'm taking little white pills and my eyes are open wide. I just passed a Jimmy and a White. I've been passing everything in sight. 6 days